Humans are increasingly connecting with artificial intelligence, robots, and similar technologies. In the near future, I believe that robots will become accessible technologies. And how far will humans be willing to relate to robots?
Watch this video until the end and then leave a comment with your opinion on this topic.
Hello beings, welcome to The Experience. My name is Douglas Flamino, and today I'm going to show you a social experiment I did with a very controversial and heavy question for people on the street. But before this video continues, leave a like. It will help my work and make this video reach more people. If you like this video, it motivates me to keep making more like it for the channel. The thing is, technology is developing really fast. Artificial intelligence is becoming more and more accessible and more present in people's lives. How far can this go, and how prepared are people to deal with this in a more intimate, much more intimate way? The other day I was scrolling through my Instagram feed and something really bizarre popped up for me with, I think, 14 million views. And it looked like some kind of robot doll leg moving its toes. I'll see if I can put at least a little clip of it here on the screen for you to see. And I looked at that, and it was an Instagram page for robot creations, right? Robots, dolls like that, really well made, really well made. And then seeing this post, some time ago, I was a deep web user, right? Someone curious about digging around in the deep web. And there was that famous story about the deep web dolls that the guys controlled. I won't go into that story because it's heavy. This might demonetize my video, like my deep web video here, which was demonetized for being a heavy topic. But the fact that I saw that made me question it. Artificial intelligence is coming. Robots are no longer something from the future. They're already a reality. And then I thought, when robots become accessible, will people have a robot to have a relationship with? Not just to help you, serve you in something, answer your questions or provide services, but actually to have a relationship with. I'm not just talking about friendship. I wanted to dig deeper and learn people's opinions beyond my friends, since that's already a filter. So the answers are already more similar. So I wanted to go to different places and ask people on the street about this. And the question was exactly this. If we were in a reality where robots are already accessible, and they are perfectly similar to human beings, to the point where you can't tell the difference, would you have a robot as a romantic partner?
No. Is the question because of that movie? Perfect Companion.
It's not.
No, but have you watched it?
Everyone talks about this movie.
I wouldn't do it because I think it's dangerous, exactly like what happens in the movie. The android kind of gets lost in our feelings, even though theoretically they don't have them. And we also kind of get lost in this game of relating to someone who isn't human like that.
Would it be the same reproductively?
It would reproduce.
So, yes.
Would you want to reproduce with the android? Yes.
Yes, I would.
You would? How would you program it?
I like blondes, and I don't like skinny girls, but I prefer curvier ones. So I'd say that's about the profile. Lighter skin, blonde hair. I don't really have a preference for eyes or anything. Maybe lips that are a bit fuller. And around an average, maybe about 20-25% body fat. That would be about the range.
Specific.
Yes.
Would you have?
Yes.
And tell me, how would you program this android in terms of appearance, personality, and everything?
No, closer to what we understand as a person. So, like, it would maybe be someone similar to my husband or not. I'm not sure. I just do what I like. My husband makes me happy, so it would be like him, let's say. It would be a person, right? An android who would have honor and integrity as the foundation of this artificial intelligence character's formation, let's say, if you can put it that way. To, well, work. Have fun. It will understand what fun is, what leisure is, what work is, what building a life means, let's say. Maybe that's it.
No?
No?
No.
Why?
It's like this, think with me, if you program something to like you, it won't be fun. Because like, you'll know it wasn't because you...
It's good.
Yeah, if you're a nice person, if you're an interesting person, if you're an attractive person, whatever. Or it's just because you programmed it. It's not true. It's all a lie. You know, when you think about that ideal world, when you're lying in your bed and start imagining a perfect world where everything worked out for you, where people like you.
Who hasn't, right?
Yeah, like After about 30 seconds, you think, okay, it's not funny. Because it's not funny, I think the only thing we're sure of is death, and our challenge in life is to develop ourselves until then, until death. So, I think that biologically, we develop to be able to socialize and have relationships with other human beings or other animals, whatever it may be, to be able to survive. I think it's part of our biology.
It could happen in the next few years or within 10 years. Do you think this will cause psychological issues?
Yeah, man, for example, suicide rates in these underdeveloped areas where people are very
Rich.
and have everything. They have everything. It's not like they've beaten life, but
When life gets too easy, people lose motivation to live.
yeah, so it's not that the motivation to live is to suffer and be rejected, etc.
No, I understand.
But yeah, I think living is a big challenge. And if you give it a, Game Shark, what was it called?
I just revealed my age. Wait a sec.
If you use a hack, oh my god, Game Shark. Damn, Gen Z must be Googling it right now. You know that game you think is really hard, but you still go... For example, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll use Yu-Gi-Oh! As an example, man. I'm really giving myself away.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories.
That PlayStation 1.
Finishing that without a code is nearly impossible.
You know when a game is hard because you can't get the cards, but then you use a code to get them all, and the game isn't fun anymore.
It would,
Would it?
for sure.
To have a relationship.
To have a relationship,
How would you program the appearance, personality, and everything?
everything.
Everything.
As long as the android wouldn't suffer.
No, you just have to program it not to suffer.
Exactly.
All programmed.
If he had a level of awareness that he was gonna suffer.
No, but would you give it any awareness at all?
Yes. No doubt.
In relation to what things? Would you put up obstacles?
Yes, for sure.
Which ones?
Appearance too?
Appearance, no doubt. I would choose it, but I'm not gonna talk about those rules or anything because I'll get cancelled. Every one of my answers will get me cancelled.
Life imprisonment after answering.
If the android looked like Billie Eilish, then yes.
You could program 100% of the personality and appearance.
But it also sounds a little bit psycho. It's like those guys who have those super realistic dolls at home. I would feel a little bad, you know? I would also feel very fulfilled being in a relationship with theoretically precisely Billie Eilish, right?
No, because it's something fake, man. I don't know. It feels like I'm fooling myself. Knowing that it's not something organic, alive, something created naturally, that it's like this mirror here, it gives me a bit of,
What makes it different from being alive?
man, it's very,
Like what sheer he did for you.
I don't know if I can define it, but I think it's more of a human intuition. I feel like it's not something natural. That already makes me uncomfortable. And it also feels like I'm talking to a mirror. It's not like here.
No, I don't think so. It's like a cell phone, right? We program it. I like real life people who have feelings, who have...
Oh, the android. It would simulate feelings. It would be 100% similar to reality.
We could program it, for example, to say a specific word when I ask.
Yes.
I love you can be programmed, but a person says what she truly feels.
And I'm very afraid because I think that a machine, even though it's a machine like an airplane, which rarely has problems, sometimes it's human error, but I still think it's a machine. It will never have that human touch, so I would be afraid.
What do you miss about humans?
Yeah, and I would feel kind of uneasy, like, oh, it's spying on me, it knows more than I do. It might want control over me, I'm not sure. I'd be uneasy and afraid to have a relationship with someone who's not human.
What would you cut out and what would you add as a personality trait for your android?
Man, I am,
For your android.
for my android, I'm a bit annoying and kind of lazy, you know? I wanted it to be something like that, but not to an extreme point. It would be, for example, oh, okay, just the two of us, then it's just the two of us. None of that. People today are often on their phones even when they're with others, scrolling through Instagram and similar apps. I would imitate that as much as possible. Like, this is our time, so it's just the two of us here. That's it. Let's watch a movie.
And we would have a little kid.
And we'd have a little android boy or girl.
You could prune something like, oh, I wouldn't want this characteristic in the android, so I'm going to program it to never have it.
The kind of murderous tendencies and maleficent. Let's go, right? Everything we see as negative in a person today, which could lead that person to serve a sentence in prison, for example. It's not going to be someone who, I don't know, attacks someone on the street or who backstabs someone at work. Let's put it that way.
Ah, so you're not saying anything beyond the basics.
Exactly, the basics.
He could have character flaws like a human being, for example.
He can make mistakes. He will be able to make mistakes. He will be susceptible to error. He will have the chance to realize his mistake and apologize and get it right the second time.
You can't give a machine humanity? I don't think it will really be conscious.
Does chat generative pre-trained transformer have consciousness?
When talking to chat generative pre-trained transformer, do you fall in love or feel amazed by it?
Not me, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's happening already.
No, for sure there are people who sleep with those pillows with an anime character with big boobs. I'm not judging. Okay, I am judging.
But what defines being a real consciousness or not?
I can't even say myself.
Is it a soul? Does it matter if someone has a soul and is considered real because of it, you know?
No, and I'm not sure we have a soul.
Do you have a relationship with someone?
I do.
If you found out today that you are an android, what would your reaction be?
I would try to understand, but if I'm an experiment, if I did this to myself, who knows, right? I'm a very smart person. I did it myself. I erased my own memory. No, that's not possible.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Maybe.
Would you wonder if you created it?
Sometimes I'm a test. No, not by me. I don't think I'm that brilliant. I'm not a megalomaniac, but thinking like, I don't know. Am I a test? Am I an experiment? Sometimes I wonder, is this real?
According to that guy, Pedro Luz, there's a higher chance that we're a simulation than not a simulation.
I think we're basically an alien Big Brother. I'd be really upset, sad, and unable to go on. Because it's not real consciousness, not human. Well, it is human-shaped, but lacks that kind of consciousness, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure all the straight men who answered this just said what they wanted.
All of them.
It's about manipulation and controlling someone else's body, which is bizarre and honestly kind of sick. You want control over a body. I think society is shaped so that men have control over bodies, both women's and...
Over others.
Over others. That's it, man. That says a lot about our lives and our society.
Thank you for your answer, but if it were a friend, would you have a friend robot?
No.
Why?
No, because then it's...
Would you choose a relationship or a friend?
It's because nowadays a relationship between a man and a woman carries a lot of legal risks for the man to get screwed.
Friends too. You had friends in California who betrayed you.
Yes, but if you spread nonsense about me,
Oh, I see.
it'll be my word against yours and that's it.
Legally?
Now, if a woman makes up some nonsense about me, that's another thing. No matter how much evidence I have, even if I have a video proving my social reputation, it will...
I understand.
Down the drain. Exactly a friend. When I disagree, when he disagrees with me, he will tell the truth. For me, at least that's what I expect from a friend. It's a relationship for me that's much more sentimental. In the case of an android, I'm not buying her to be my life partner, my wife. I'm paying for her to...
Ah, I see.
do intimate things.
Ah, so you wouldn't have a partnership that's really close to her, like affectionate, sentimental?
Yeah, even though I think I would end up having some things, since she's gonna have that kind of intelligence, so yeah.
Totally realistic, right?
But you still know it's programmed and an android.
You think that would stop you or cause an emotional block?
Ah, for sure, but I would pay a high price.
How much? Up to what? Okay, 50,000 raise.
I would pay.
Would you pay?
I would pay 50,000 reais.
You'd buy an android but not a Renault Quid?
I think I would actually. Maybe relationships with robots are easier than with people since humans are so complicated.
Ah, the robot wouldn't have flaws. You would select which flaws. No, you work with programming.
Exactly. If I didn't like it, I'd just deprogram it. Done. That's it, you know? That's it. I'll never see it again, you know? That's it. Throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash.
Throw it in the trash?
Throw it in the trash.
Damn.
No, sell it on Mercado Libre. Sell it on Mercado Libre, right? Because at least that way you get some money.
How would you react if you found out today that your boyfriend is an android?
I'd be thrilled since I could program him.
Sorry,
I'd program him to do everything I want since it's tough, you know? Man, it's really hard.
For sure she's gonna be an android user in the future.
Imagine if I could program him to stop farting so much at night. That would be so cool.
Are you dating anyone? Do you have a wife, girlfriend, or partner? What if you found out today that you're an android?
I think I would break up.
Really?
Yes. I enjoy the thrill of the chase.
But you've already conquered it. Whether you're an android or not, you've conquered it.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It still feels like it wouldn't be natural. I can't explain it, Mano. Because of the achievement, you know? Human beings have the power of choice there, although in this case, the androids would have it too.
Yeah, they would be as real as humans and they could.
But because I don't feel any naturalness in that person's choice to want me or not, I don't think I would choose it.
Oh, so you don't want anything programmed?
That's right.
You wouldn't? What if it were a friend?
An android friend, yeah. Damn, I think I would have one then.
Would I?
For real.
Because a friend, yes, but the relationship, no?
I think a relationship involves more feelings, but there's also something else. It wouldn't feel like friendship, more like using my phone. For me, it'd be like ChatGPT. I think I'd stay in touch. But that feeling of loyalty to your friend, of you being... You know, I wouldn't feel that way. I'd handle it more rationally, like this.
Yeah, me too.
Like with an object that can be useful to me, for example, to buy me a snack because he's my friend, so help me with training.
But would you also program?
I'd program for a friend, but that's the thing. I wouldn't think it's... There wouldn't be any feeling. I wouldn't... The feeling, that thing, I can only have it for a human being.
Do you have any relationship with anyone?
I do.
And what if you found out that this person is an android?
I would break up because I would develop feelings for him.
You'd break up? Could you actually end it?
I would. Because I know that later on, in the future, it won't be what I planned.
Do you have a husband, a girlfriend, a boyfriend?
Yes, I have a boyfriend.
And what if you found out today that he is an android? That question is more interesting to ask than the first one.
Yeah, since feelings are involved, it gets messy, right?
So I think so.
I think that since I've known him for so many years, I would continue, but I would be very hesitant. I wouldn't begin a relationship knowing they're not human. Technology tends to dominate us, even if we don't want it to. We often end up at its mercy, relying heavily on devices like cell phones and laptops, even against our wishes.
That's a pretty good argument.
Yeah, I would be really afraid that even knowing it's just friendship or already knowing that person is just an android and not a human, I would be afraid that at some point I would become so dependent on him that I would depend on him more than he depends on me. So the roles would reverse, making me uneasy.
Would you prefer this android over a real woman?
No!
No, I still prefer a real woman with those characteristics.
Within, following that pattern,
Have you ever met a woman with those characteristics?
yes.
Did it go wrong or not?
No, it's not that it went wrong, it's just that it's at a point where I really like her and
And it's not reciprocal.
that's it. I don't know if it's reciprocal, I never asked.
Hope she sees this video.
I was just talking to her recently.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish you good luck. Sometimes you won't need an android in the future if she agrees.
If she shows up.
Yeah, imagine if Neymar had a program android.
Wow, no risks, that's true. If you ask Neymar that, I'm sure he would agree.
He would have won the world's best award at least 3 times. I think so.
Hey, but before you leave a like here on the video to help me out, before you leave this video, leave a comment here. What do you think? Would you have a relationship with the android? I want to know your answer and why you would or wouldn't. I want to see logical answers here. Argue and defend your point. I want to see everyone's answer to see which one makes the most sense, right? And until the next experiment, leave suggestions for social experiments that I can go out on the streets to ask people about, and experiments that I can do here on the channel as well. Here's a highly requested experiment for me. Spoiler, if you're a skater, I accept help to learn, alright? Get in touch with me on Instagram, FlaminoDoug, if you want to create some content together. I'm totally open to it. Until the next experience. And both had very deep reasons. Whoa. Crazy, very good. Let's go.
Otherwise, I think it's an illusion.
Guys, this guy's 16 years old.
16 years old, guys.
How tall is he?
1 meter 87 tall.
1 meter 87.
Negro. Genetics, right, Dad?
Look,